Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. Today, the Father encourages you to let go of the concerns and uncertainties that have stood in the way of your progress. Believe in me and the plans that I have for your life. I have prepared a way for you to follow that will bring you to the realization of your destiny and the fulfillment of your desires. You are not constrained by the constraints of this planet or by the viewpoints of others who are in your immediate vicinity. Your future is safe in my hands because you are a child of the Most High God, and I am the one who holds it. Do not be frightened to dream large and to pursue the aspirations that I have set within your heart. Please do not be afraid. At every stage of your journey, I am by your side, guiding and directing you toward the path that leads to your destiny. Walk with trust and self-assurance, knowing that when you are walking in my will, there is nothing that can stop you from accomplishing your goals. I want you to keep in mind, my beloved, that I am not against you but rather for you. As the God of love, I am the one who drives everything I do, and it is out of my love for you. Therefore, put your faith in me and give me permission to guide you into the prosperous life that I have planned for you. I have plans for your life, and nothing can stop them from coming true. You are meant for greatness. Embrace this reality with joy and confidently move on into the future, knowing that I will never leave your side. You are a timeless entity, not bound by the passage of time or the passing of days, according to what the Father has revealed to you today. Since I am not constrained by time and you are a part of me, it follows that you are not constrained by time either. Awareness that is time-bound moves in the direction of calculation and limitation. Rather than being limited by time, you are defined by the kingdom. Thus, let the limitlessness of the kingdom to determine the joy that you experience on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis. Not any more hopelessness, the Father says. Don't be too disheartened by the fact that sands are sliding through your fingers. When the Father says, "Because I have time," He means that you also have time. Have faith. Unwind. Rejoice in this. A never-ending flood of days is being poured into your existence by me, and I have a limitless supply of them. On earth, you will have a long and prosperous life. You will not perish but rather live. The dreams and visions that I have given you do not have a time limit attached to them. All of the goals that I have planted in your life will be realized, and you will never be defeated or regressed in any way. I am activating the angelic hosts that have been assigned to bring in revenue and provision in order to alleviate every financial shortage that you are experiencing in your life, says the Father presently. In order to give you favor with people, you need to have favor with and open doors that were formerly nothing but opportunities, like doors shut in your face. I am altering hearts even among those who are indifferent or even hostile toward you. I am doing this in order to give you favor with those who are hostile toward you. According to the Father, the angel had stated to Daniel, "I have come for your words," when he arrived. This is the same thing that the Father says. You will then hear the response of my deep calling to your deep, which will bring answers, healing, provision, and deliverance that is beyond all expectations. Let your words then be strong in trust and powerful in hope. Because I am causing your hearing and spiritual sight, which have suffered in the past, to hear and see with ultimate clarity and razor-sharp focus. Your vision and my vision for your life and your future are becoming one. This is because I am causing your hearing and spiritual sight to become one. You have a binocular viewpoint to look into the depths that are currently being broken up to release and bring to you the desired object so that it may be made manifest. This is because your vision and my vision come into harmony with one another. I have placed you in your life in the same way that I initially placed Adam and Eve in the garden, with the purpose of tending to and maintaining it, as well as guarding it. The Father wants you to talk to that issue and cut off the purse strings and the illegitimate authority that wants you to move in shame, accepting responsibility for that which I do not hold you accountable for. There is an element that has crept in, producing a downturn, and the Father wants you to speak to that circumstance. In the same way that Adam ought to have spoken and ought to have spoken against the serpent, you should speak to that challenge and that difficulty. In the name of God, issue the command. It was not the intention of the two angels with blazing swords who were stationed in the garden to drive Adam and Eve out of the garden. Rather, they were placed there to obey them in accordance with the words that they spoke. In spite of the fact that sin caused things to change, I have removed sin from your path and adorned you with my righteousness. It is necessary to bring about a synchronization of the positions. As your words come into alignment, because your words are not just words but declarations, and as they go forth, the Spirit of God that is inside you will begin to surround every area you step into, pushing out negative words and expectations. Your words will come into alignment. Happiness is under our control. I pray that in the name of Jesus, we will remove the curse that the economic crisis has placed upon your company. In the name of Jesus, we command that heaven be opened up over your life and how things are currently going for you. I want you to know that the difficulty that you are experiencing in your relationship has not gone unnoticed by my throne, as the Father mentioned today. I am now employed. Keep in mind that you are not experiencing a difficulty, rather, you are going through a process, and that process, which is being guided by my hand, will heal, save, and deliver in a significant way, refining everything that is related to your life. It is safe to have hope since, according to God, your circumstance is not beyond my ability to help. My transforming power is breaking up the barren land and laying the stage for correction, encouragement, and a detonation of joy at the prospect of highest heart's desire, greatest dream fulfilled, being made actual before you an instant of time. It is important to keep in mind that change is not change unless it exists. If you are willing to cooperate with me, I will move in your life to make significant adjustments and accomplishments, and I will establish you on a scale that has never been seen before in the story of your life. Every day, just as the sun rises, there is always the possibility for your relationship to undergo transformation and development. Believe in the timing that I have chosen, for I am repairing what is broken and rebuilding what is out of the way. Keep in mind that the difficulties you are experiencing are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones on the path to a more profound connection. Maintain your unwavering commitment to love and patience, for it is through patience that you will become the possessor of your soul, and with love, you will never fail. Instead of concentrating on the problems that cause division, you should look for the glimmers of goodness and connection that are still present. Those times should be cultivated and celebrated, and you should enable the positive aspects of your relationship to flourish and take precedence over the challenges that you are facing. It is important that you make time to pray and seek my direction and wisdom, because my Holy Spirit is there within you, whispering, directing, and saying, "This is the way, walk you in it." You will discover self-awareness, strength, and direction while you are in my presence. Your anxieties and concerns should be surrendered to my skillful hands, and you should have faith that I will lead you through the storms and to the quiet shores. Be willing to forgive others. Grant forgiveness, let go, and bless. The ability to forgive is a powerful key that can be used to unlock the doors of restoration. You should let go of the wounds and resentments you have had in the past and show love and forgiveness to people who have caused you such pain. This establishes an environment conducive to healing and transformation, which ultimately results in the miracle that you have been anticipating. Do not forget that you are not traveling alone on this path. You can always count on me to be at your side, providing you with direction and support. Have faith in my purpose, have faith in my capacity to restore, and keep walking in love because I am your guide. Today, the Father desires for you to be filled with hope, direction, and encouragement. He expresses this desire by saying that the Spirit of grace will flood your life. Because I will always be by your side, you need not be afraid of the difficulties and roadblocks that lie ahead. Put your faith in my divine plan, for I have predetermined that you will achieve greatness. With a heart that is unwavering, you should venture into the unknown, secure in the knowledge that I will guide and guard you. Your path is being aligned for breakthroughs and miracles during this season while I am working. It is easy to ignore or miss the indications that I put in front of you, so be sure you are receptive to listening to them. In fact, I am arranging supernatural connections and chances for your progress at this very now. It's possible that you won't notice much progress at first, but you shouldn't look down on the humble beginnings because they are the stepping stones that carry you closer to your goals. Always keep in mind that I am the compass that will lead you in the right direction whenever you are feeling lost. When you seek my presence via prayer and meditation in a quiet setting, I will reveal the purpose that I have woven into your very being. Your one-of-a-kind skills, abilities, and interests are not a coincidence. Rather, they are the sparks that ignite the fire of your purpose, which will lead to a more promising future. No matter what, exercise caution. You should let go of any concerns or uncertainties that are weighing you down because they are preventing me from bestowing the power and blessings that I want onto you. The path to strength is in the act of surrendering. In every decision-making process, seek my wisdom and direction, and you will see the path that lies in front of you become more transparent. Put your full force into the pressure, and make a firm decision to have a grateful attitude toward anything that comes your way. Discover reasons to appreciate and express gratitude, even while you are in the midst of difficulties. When you do this, you are opening the door for further blessings to come into your life. You will notice that your perspective swings toward the richness that is all around you if you count your blessings, no matter how big or how tiny they may be. Just keep in mind that you should constantly show love and compassion to the people around you. Make yourself a shining example of love and light in a world that is riddled with anarchy and turbulence. You have the power to change someone's life and offer healing to their spirit via the acts of compassion and empathy that you perform. You can put your faith in me because I am your constant guide, and together we will overcome any challenges that stand in our way and walk through your now season that is filled with happiness, abundance, and fulfillment. You are treasured, and the course of your life is carrying a tremendous deal of importance. You should have faith in the mutterings of your heart since they are in accordance with my divine design. Walk with faith, my beloved, and you will see miracles emerge in your life as you go about your daily duties. This day, the Father encourages us to make it our mission to master the skill of loving and letting go. In the same way that I loved the wealthy young ruler but also let go of him when he chose his wealth over the kingdom, there will be people in your immediate environment who might not be delighted about the wonderful things that are happening in your life as a result of my hand. It is of the utmost importance to love them and let them go, not to cling to the past but to confront the reality of the discrepancy between your religion and their negative expectations. Insofar as it is within you, strive to achieve peace with all people. In many cases, this requires lowering oneself in devotion and isolating oneself from the people in one's life who are a source of contention, not out of a desire for conflict but rather in the interest of achieving peace. Continuing to interact with those who are opposed to us will only cause them to make a decision that goes against my plan for your life. I don't see why you would continue to maintain unhealthy relationships when the only thing that will happen is that they will sin against you, and when they sin against you, they are sinning against me because I am in you. Learning to avoid putting unneeded obstacles in front of people who are against and mocking what I am doing in your life is an important lesson to learn. You should never pay attention to our detractors or respond to those who are in the position of being contemptuous. Rather than that, you should keep your attention on what I am doing and not pay any regard to the comments of those who are ignorant and lacking in enlightenment. The Lord urges, press in. My promise is that I will bless those who bless you, and I will remove from your life entirely those individuals who attempt to cause you damage in any manner. I will exempt from your path each and every one of those individuals who even slightly tamper with you. It is therefore important that you demonstrate kindness and refrain from inciting them to sin against my purpose for your life. You must not turn around and instead retain your focus on what is in front of you. Remember Lot's wife, and under no circumstances should you ever look back from what I've called you out of. The presence of my presence in our lives and the future that He has planned for you is more valuable than anything that we have experienced in the past. In spite of the chaos and disdain that surrounds you, you must be determined to mature in this matter and discover serenity. Put the past out of your mind and concentrate on the reward of the high calling that I have commanded us to pursue, the prize. Today, the Father encourages us to become a conduit through which we might serve other people. By extending yourself to other people, you are laying the groundwork for advancement in your life and accelerating the process of experiencing your own personal blessing. Take your focus off of your difficulties, your challenge, and your suffering, and instead plant yourself as an answer to prayer in the lives of people who are in need around you. When you center your life around the requirements of other people, you activate the God particle that resides inside your own human spirit. This God particle unlocks the heavens and brings down my favor, benefit, and blessing. Every time you perform an act of unselfish service, there is a blessing that is being released with your name on it. The unlocking of the seal of inheritance and beneficence that is ready and available to improve your life and circumstances is accomplished by the act of giving of oneself to support other people. I am a generous person by nature. I am not going to be hesitant about you. There is no hesitation on my part to walk into your life. I have no hesitation in responding to your prayer. I am ready to do so. In my interactions with you, my default response is, so be it, and yeah. Be sure to follow my lead. When you have the goal of reflecting my image in your life, then giving will become your natural response to every need that you encounter. Refuse to be like the Pharisee who refused to enter despite the fact that others who were in more need were allowed to enter. Those who come to you in their time of need should not be judged based on their worthiness. In addition, you should not give in to the temptation of being exploited by individuals who are simply interested in using you as a resource to satisfy their own sinful appetites. I adore them. get them what they need. It is on my terms, not theirs, that you should be a source of blessing for everyone. By doing so, even the most heinous sinners in your immediate vicinity will be able to catch a glimpse of my throne via the love and charity that you have shown. Here and now, the Father declares, you are my betrothed. The way I feel about you is comparable to the way a groom feels about his wife. To put it simply, you are not merely a servant. If the only thing I wanted from you was obedience, then there would have been no need for the cross, no need for me to descend down into hell for your salvation, and no need for me to humble myself and become a man in order to secure the new birth on your behalf. You, my lover, are you. You have been betrothed to me. Both my love for you and my envy of you are more harsh than the grave. My love for you is greater than death. I am a God who is envious, and my wrath is directed against anything in your life that could lure your attention away from the closeness and connection that we share. It is my heart that I have for you, and it is my love that I have toward you now. Since there is no higher purpose in my kingdom than to bring forth a bride who is suitable for the bridegroom, who is who I am, I have made the decision to make you more beautiful today by showering you with my love and my favor. Before the video ends, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description.